Okay everybody, welcome back to the channel. Bear with me. I've recently had shoulder surgery, so I'm unable to cook as usual. But I'm going to utilize my assistant I have here to try and put this together for you. Thank you for returning. Subscribers, newcomers, go ahead and push that red subscribe button and join the family. We're going to attempt to cook or show you how to make some Cajun chicken pasta. And we're going to use the penne pasta. As you can see, we're boiling the pasta. And while we're waiting on that to finish cooking, we're going to mix up the seasonings for the chicken. We've got our chicken and we've got our bowl. Let's get the stuff put in there and then I'll show you how to mix it up. Okay, our chicken's in the bowl. It's been cleaned and rinsed. And we're going to use some paprika. About a teaspoon of paprika, the julienne sun-dried tomatoes. We're going to use up to 1/4 cup. Our roasted red peppers, same thing, 1/4 cup. The smoked paprika, we're going to use a teaspoon. Probably either one of the paprikas, but not both. The smoked, I got out both of them and meant to only really get out the smoked paprika. And then I'm going to get my assistant to go ahead and cut this onion up and put it in there so we can get ready to start preparing that chicken. Okay, as you can see, my little helper's doing as best they can. Long as that onion's going to get in there, that's what's going to be important. So as soon as you're finished that, just go ahead and add that onion, and that red pepper is already in there. So if it's too many big pieces, just cut them down. And we're just adding this. Okay, now we have all the ingredients in the bowl. We're just going to need to stir those ingredients around in the bowl. So just take something and stir all your ingredients around real good in the bowl with that chicken. Just make sure your chicken has all those ingredients all over it. Now, some of you, if you want to, you can take and let this marinate overnight in the refrigerator, but it's not necessarily, you know, like you don't have to. You can, but you don't have to. Okay, once you get to this point, you're going to look at your mixture and see if it smells like it should smell. Because, of course, with raw chicken, you're not going to taste this at this point. Now, I had 2 paprikas, but you only need the one, which is the smoked paprika. And you're going to use 2 teaspoons of that. And like I said, we're going to mix this around. And then we're going to go ahead and put a burn on this in the frying pan to make that these ingredients better stick to your chicken before we pull the whole sauce together and the pasta. Okay, we're going to add some avocado oil. It's avocado sunflower oil. That's enough. Should be about 2.5 tablespoons. We're going to let that get hot. And then we're going to start adding our chicken. Okay. Okay, we're going to start adding this chicken now. Because this pan is hot. So see, we're just going to start adding the chicken with all the seasonings in it. Yeah, there you go. Add all that to the pan. Take all that out and put it in the pan. Okay. Roll down. Okay, now you're just going to keep stirring this around until you brown that chicken really well. Once you've turned it a couple of times, you can put that top on it and then let it simmer on its own on low for a while to try to get the inside of that chicken done. You know me, I would keep it on high and keep stirring it, but I'm using an assistant and he's doing the best he can at this point. So we're just going to keep on till this chicken gets closer to being done. Alright, we've ensured that this chicken is nice and done. We're going to take some of this chicken out of here and we're going to put it on a grill. Because we want to put a burn on it, but we don't want to waste the juices on it. It's way too much water in here for us to get a burn on this chicken like we want. So we are going to transfer most of this chicken out of this pot onto a grill. Okay, we put the chicken on the grill, and that's what we want. We have a little bit more we're going to put on there, and then we're going to commence to putting these ingredients together. A nice burn on that chicken, and we're ready to start combining our ingredients as soon as we get our sauce together. A can of diced tomatoes and a large can of tomato puree. We're just going to pour this in this pot that's already on. Pour one in there. And pour the other one. This is what's going to be our main ingredient to our sauce. Okay. Okay. And we're going to add some avocado to this. Adding some of this avocado to this. That's going to give it a nice rich and buttery flavor. Okay. You can add at least a cup of avocado to it. Yeah. The more the merrier. Avocado just makes it real nice and rich and buttery. Okay, we're going to get this stirred around and get this ready to go so that we can add our chicken mixture that we have put a burn on. Add like a half a cup of sour cream to this. Go ahead. Put that in there. I would have used regular cream, but I didn't have any, so sour cream will have to do. But it'll be just as good. Okay, we're just going to add that and keep stirring that around. Because we've used a natural sauce, we're going to add some agave nectar to this. Yeah, that should be enough to give it that sweet flavor that a good tomato sauce has. So we're going to add that in there and stir that around real good. And then we're going to start adding in our pasta. In the pasta now. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and stir that around and get that sauce covering that. What we're going to do is we're going to end up baking this because we just don't have a pan large enough for all of our ingredients. So once we cover this pasta with this sauce, we're going to go ahead and try and mix in the meat and then get it into our baking pan. See, our pot wasn't big enough for our pasta and our sauce. And now we're going to go ahead and add the chicken to this. And stir this around. Go ahead and pour all that in. Okay. And we're going to get to stirring this around. And we've got to add our Parmesan cheese. And we're going to add a 3 cheese blend to this also. Go ahead and start. Yeah, we're adding this 3 cheese blend and the real Parmesan cheese to this. Pour the whole pack in there. Pour the whole pack in there. Okay, and pour this in there. And then we're going to get this stirred around and get this in our pan. And we're going to put this in the oven to bake. Pour it all in there. Okay. Now it's just a matter of mixing all this up in this big bowl and getting this in our baking pan. Yeah. So I mix all that up. Look at that. That's just beautiful. Now at this point, once you get this mixed up really where you want to taste it to let you know if you need to add anything for the final result. Okay, so we're just going to continue to mix this up and get ready to put this in our pan. Okay, we took the liberty of adding 2 teaspoons of this taco seasoning, teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon of this original salt-free stone meal seasoning. We went ahead and also added some additional sun-dried tomatoes with the juice. I'd say approximately 2 more heaping tablespoons of it. And we're going to mix this up, and all we need to do is add our vegetables. Add this vegetable of sugar snap pea stir fry. All we did was put it in the microwave for a couple of seconds. We're going to rinse them off, take all the water off of them, and even try to little dry them, and add those to the mix and put them in our baking pan. Okay, we have gotten the water off those vegetables. We're going to add it to the pasta mix. Yeah, just going to add that right now. Stir that in and get ready to put it in the baking pan to go in the oven. And those are just the stir-fry vegetables. Now you can add as many of these you want. You just have to be mindful that you have to get those vegetables as dry as possible, because you do not want to disturb the sauce. It will change the sauce if it's too much water and the vegetables being added to it. Okay, now it's no problem with adding any of the seasonings that do not have a salt content to them. You can add those to your heart's desire. But just be mindful, the more the vegetables you add, you have to take into account that it will change the flavor. So we're going to get our pan and get this poured in and get it in the oven. We lined our pan with some olive oil, and we're just pouring this in now. Pouring all this in here now to go ahead and get that baked. Okay. Yeah. All right. And we're just going to spread that around in the pan real nicely. Yeah. Now, if you have any leftover Parmesan or any other cheese you have left over, you can sprinkle the last of it on the top and put a little Parmesan. Okay. Okay, we've coated it, that top, with some Parmesan cheese. And we're ready to put this in the oven. Okay. Get it down. Great. Okay. Dear sweet baby Jesus. And we'll show you what that looks like when it comes out. Do you have any gloves? Okay. Look at that. That is beautiful. Here, get the other glove. Take that out. Okay. And that right there is a finished product. Now give me a fork. Okay. Let's get a piece. Okay. Get a piece. On a piece with some chicken on it too. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. That right there is beautiful. Oh yeah. Try this out. Tell me how you liked it. How yours turned out. Have a great day. Bye-bye.